How did you use that framework to apply that to giving a TED? Because I remember the speech you made after you got the People's Choice Award, that this was on your bucket list. You wanted to do it before your 80th birthday. Did you use this framework to get yourself onto that stage?
As you know, we started out with a different theme. The
Right.
group that I was in started out with that global democracy theme,
Mhm.
and it didn't seem to fit. And yet I tried to apply this framework to it because that really was what I wanted to talk about. I was really glad when the theme shifted because it definitely resonated with who I am and what I've done.
Mhm.
So I've learned this through my own lived experience, and I shared part of that journey in the TED Talk. This whole concept of think differently to be unstoppable was really personal. It was vulnerable, and yet the most important message wasn't the story itself. It was what came next. And that was where this simple shift came. Separating the event from the identity. Something happened, it mattered, it shaped me, but it didn't determine my ceiling. As a
Right.
matter of fact, it empowered me to do more. So in the talk, I share that lived experience that changed my trajectory, but it could have been the headline. It could have been the defining moment that people associated with me, but that wasn't the point. The point was what I chose to do afterward. And by choosing to think differently and apply this model, I chose to move forward. I chose to become unstoppable, not because of what happened, but because I refused to let that moment define my future, to define my life.